the game here, gentlemen.
And with that all said and done, heading into the land of dawn for today's very first game, BLACKLIST versus BLACKLIST International.
Always have to watch out for the early game, the turtle fight, I mean, for BLACKLIST International. They're very good at it. And now they have the Akai versus Fredrin, knowing for sure that the Akai was designed to counter this Fredrin in the jungle just because of that heavy spin factor that you can win the turtle fights.
Now, of course, when I'm looking at Novaria, something that we haven't, or rather I myself haven't really quite seen happen, that is one thing that I'm relatively surprised.
It's a nice try there by ATM, trying to go for a very early invade. Cheesy. Wise does have that retribution, but I do want to bring up something here. Edward on the Unbending Will. We don't really see a lot of tenacity now at MSC, mostly going for Unbending Will.
That's right. That's the Edward special. He likes it a lot because he wants to outplay once he's a killer kind of a XP lane or an Arlet, and they need more damage. They can't just rely on the Beatrix this game.
I really like the small little fact that ATM decided to jump into the jungle and force Wise to take away that retribution.
That's a lot of damage placed down in that top side of the map. Wise already pressuring ATM as well, forcing him to recall, and it should just be ATM losing out on the full Cannon Minion XP in the XP lane. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a little bit of a gank already. Yue forced to use the Flicker right before the Lord spawns.
Onto the EXP lane, as we are pretty much going to be looking at Wise going in.
Oh, Chama is going to be pinned down by the heavy spin. A good first blood over to BLACKLIST International, as they go for the first neutral objective, already converting onto that kill. D7, level 4, finally now. Will he choose to go for the contest? ATM's looking for it as well. Wise picks it up, no problem, no biggie. Retribution still up as well.
A standard day for BLACKLIST International, easily taking themselves their first turtle right off the bat. Despite the fact that BLACKLIST International have to force to use the retribution onto their own orange buff, and doesn't really quite happen. Hold a second.
Good dash out from Yue. Super aware as the real world of manipulation comes down as well to respond it over. It's Wise now who has 2 kills on the board. BLACKLIST out.
The middle lane from the side of BLACKLIST International has been moving super fast, especially since Valentina's wave control is not as good as Yi.
Well, good final slash. ATM might be forced to use the Vengeance here early on. Edward wants to go for an all-in with a Vengeance one more time, but it's just a recall and it gets the crowd going as he's able to escape.
Now that is going to be the mental game coming from BLACKLIST, right? They will want to put a mental in, but hold on a second, Wise.
Oh, Donut flickers into the heavy spin! A brilliant heavy spin by Wise as it's a double for the Queen.
And immediately right off the bat, 2 members down for the side of BLACKLIST, and the turtle will be appearing in 5 seconds. BLACKLIST doesn't really seem like they will be able to do much from this point in time. So what exactly do they have to do to come back from this game, or rather to just take that second turtle away from BLACKLIST International?
If you're paying attention to BLACKLIST International's games, they always fight before the turtle fight happens. 30 seconds before the turtle spawns, you already have to be on your toes and find the members of BLACKLIST because you know that they'll fight for sure.
Oh, that's the lockdown CC. But D7, oh, it's gonna be a Numenal Blast first by Yue! Canceling D7's Numenal Blast as Chama will fall. It's BLACKLIST International who take control of the neutral objective once more. D7 slowed down now. Venus is waiting for the snipe, but the heavy spin brings him back. The flicker from D7 to respond it over, but he's gonna be pinned down ultimately, and Wise picks up a killing spree in the 5th minute of the game.
And of course now with 2 turtles as well as for about 3.5 thousand gold lead. Oh, Edward!
That's a stun. Donut with a total power memory, but Edward gets
30 is just not that much, but this game is just different.
Orange buff as well was given over to Owl. So you can already see BLACKLIST International kind of shift their priority very early to give this Beatrix a bit of a better time already. 3rd turtle spawning back up. That's why you see Owl with the lane swap.
And now the turtle spawns up top. We do have the... Oh, hold on, Chama!
Pinned down, Bennett's Rage, and the real world manipulation. But Chama still able to escape right now as D7 pops into the Numenal Blast. No heavy spin to play with now as ATM goes into the back. Real world manipulation by Seacat to lock you down. Retreat battle, and it's gonna be Chama walks up. Donut takes it away. The crowd goes wild. The first win for Burn X Flash in this entire game.
And Burn X Flash, they managed to retreat, get themselves right out without a single casualty. That is definitely big for them. BLACKLIST International now, there is no more turtles to be inside. The next fight they gotta have to go for is going to be the Lord that will be appearing down in the bottom lane. BLACKLIST International, the laning phase is now over. They're gonna have to move on with the rotation. They're gonna have to bring turrets down, but so far they haven't been exactly winning lanes in a proper way. They're just winning fights.
Massive recovery that was started by D7, being in the right position to go for that Numinum Blast. XP versus XP lane battle means that the only free lane, I'd say, for the side of Burn Splash for now is ATM Stage. The XP laner's lane is because of the fact that he's a joy, but they will need more. Fortunately, they do have D7 who's picking up the slack when it comes to like carrying the team on recovery mode.
It's international. As long as they're able to find themselves those kind of skill shots, they are probably going to be in a very good shot. But hold on a second, as we do have ATM jumping in.
Oh, they're not blast as well. No flicker committed right now, but Donut picks up the kill. Now the Donut part memory as well. And the conceal, they want to go straight for the Lord. A good conversion so far. Blacklist, now it's going to be Wise, who finds heavy spin, but it's only on to D7. Not a good choice of target unless they're able to push them down instantly with the final slash. Edward does it. ATM onto the back right now, but Owl is going to be charging that Renner down. Edward's going to be pulled down. Donut, he has a Donut part memory. And he finds the kill back on Venus. Snipes ATM from the mid lane tier 1. Meanwhile, Chama is already on the Lord. They baited in the heavy spin. Now C-Cat needs to flicker out. Owl respecting this. They need to be careful of Wise. He can certainly still go for the steal right now as Donut flickers out as well. Chama versus Wise. Chama finds him. Owl flickers forward. Finding the news bastion. A praise is crap from Chama, but it's Yue who comes down. Now finding another 3-4-2, but ultimately Burn X Flash secured the neutral objective.
Oh, massive plays coming out from Burn X Splash. It all started again with the ultimate coming out from Sika to eventually punish Blacklist. Donut is finding the openings, and now they want to find the Yue.
Wow, what a steal there with the top, but Yue will still fall, and the crowd in Cambodia.
The crowd is roaring, and this is giving me the goosebumps that I want to see. The entirety of Burn X Flash, they're pushing right in. They manages to bring the middle lane turrets down and the bottom lane with the Lord marching down south. BLACKLIST International now being forced to play backwards. They're gonna have to hold themselves within their own jungle and look for a point in time where they can find a mistake from Burn X Flash, something that they do very often.
Heavy spin, pinning down Chama, bringing him back under the tier 2 and the base turret. A good pickoff right now, but it does not stop Burn X Flash's siege down in the bottom lane tier 2. Renner's Apathy charged in mid lane, gonna be chunked down, but without Donut in that bottom lane, they'll still be able to find that tier 2 for free. No trick.
Timer, they really want to team fight during that moment. The Brody is a perfect hero to go for that kind of play, as well as the
real world manipulation. First the flicker and ATM! Finds the shutdown! The coordination right now is Donut's gonna be pinned down, but he has the flicker to get out. These 7 flickers forward, but Owl responds it over with a flicker of his own. Blacklist are still in this game, still holding on, grasping onto that gold lead.
Very equal resources used, except for the fact that Burn X Flash has managed to get a kill down to Oh My Venus. Perhaps the amount of sustainability from the side of Blacklist is just lacking, and they just don't have the proper way that they normally like to play to extend the team fights even longer, keep the opponents in a chokehold. Still great. They still have a lot of poke damage, which is going to be one of the main ways that they want to win. But when it comes down to really contesting the neutral objective, do they have got what it takes despite these initiating factors?
I think both teams have got what it takes. It's just a matter of skill issue, right? Who is gonna make a better play?
Another missed mechanic from Edward. Final slash flicker does not connect onto anyone. A little bit of a blunder. Now a big resource spent. He's 7. He's going to be spotted down. Owl pops into Renner's Apathy a bit too early as ATM goes into the back line right now with Vengeance as well. It's a solo kill! And the Queen falls as well! The King will try his best to go for the Retribution with a heavy spin. Jamal's walking in, he wants at it, but he will not find it. The King still is able to secure the Lord, but Blacklist crumble in this team fight. Burn X Flash have risen in Cambodia.
Despite getting the Lord, 4 members from the side of BLACKLIST International has fallen. There's still the middle wave that's pushing in, and they will do what it takes to bring down this inhibitor turret and get themselves a big, big advantage.
Oh my god, can you defend if you're Blacklist? Burn X Flash, they have really watched a lot of videos.
But it's range. Donut will be slain. D7 with a response with a Numinum Blast, but Venus does not want to stop, wants to keep chasing. does not find the Astral Sphere, it will be Burn X Splash with disengage.
If you're watching a lot of Blacklist games, you know that they win during the Lord fights when they go for heroes, when they turn for heroes. Burn X Splash, advanced play, go ahead, cancel play to the back lines.
ATM once again is jumping forward. Owl with an Abiru, now it's a snipe as well, but it's going to be a good zone from CCAT to provide safety for his XP laner. Owl trying to lifesteal back in, Wise providing the zone as they will try their best to siege this turret down below. It's a good clear from CCAT.
It really seems as though Blacklist International is getting a little bit urgent here. They seem to be a bit desperate for what they want to get. They're starting to lose control of the game and they immediately push themselves over to the opponent's jungle, trying to siege on the turrets, trying to get whatever lead that they can before they completely loses it all.
Hometown buff. I mean, people from Cambodia, the fans from Cambodia, they bought the tickets, they went into the stadium, they want to be entertained. But Burn X Splash is giving...
It does seem like Yue got better trade here up against ATM, forcing him to back away, but it is still lane prio for Burn for now. We're looking to go for some more prio down below.
We're going back to the reset. We're looking at Burn X Splash that do have their front lines as well as Blacklist International's front line, except for the fact that there is the middle wave for the side of Blacklist International. Wise is going to be starting things off with a ultimate and ATM.
He baited the heavy spin, now the Vengeance comes in, Edward with the flicker, but it's not going to be able to find ATM just in time. Meanwhile, in the back with the torn apart memory. The 7-5 in white twice, and he does get it for the team. That's the saving grace for Blacklist International, but it's only Yue and Venus left. The Lord spawns with his spawns in the bottom lane.
It constantly goes for the same thing where Blacklist International gets the Lord and then Burn X Splash tries to run it down.
The waves are crashing down. D7, no immortality. Venus trying to cut the way, but ATM will zone him away. D7, now with the shield. Yue flickers forward! Yue! What? With a double kill and a shutdown. Another double from Venus. Blacklist, they have recovered with the Lord down below. Burn are forced back.
Owl is back, and they have the minions. The flow of the waves are in their favor.
The Lord
Blacklist
is
International, the defense is there. And now they know now where CCAT is.
CCAT is going to be the only one alone with not a lot of health left.
Venus with the kill. The Lord is down below. The home ground advantage will not matter. Not to Blacklist International.